Did you know building a border wall was originally Joe Biden's idea?
Vice President Biden, as a presidential candidate in 2008, you supported the border wall, saying, unlike most Democrats, I voted for 700 miles of fence.
Folks, I voted for a fence. I voted, unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it, I voted for 700-mile fence. Why I believe the fence is needed is not related to immigration as much as to drugs. I'm the guy that wrote the National Crime Bill. I'm the guy that wrote the National Drug Track. I'm the guy that wrote the law that set up a drug czar. But let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin. It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
This is what you said.
Obviously, there's a logical explanation to this. Around 2015 or 16, all of the racist border walls switched parties and became Republicans.
Then you served as vice president in an administration that deported 3 million people, the most ever in U.S. history.
Comparing this president to the president we have is outrageous. Number one, we didn't lock people up in cages. We didn't separate families.
Joe Biden says the Obama administration didn't lock up people in cages. PolitiFact says that's false. The Obama administration, not the Trump administration, built the cages that hold many immigrant children at the U.S. border. Rated true. Democrats mistakenly tweet 2014 pictures from Obama's term showing children from the border in steel cages. PolitiFact rates that true. Some immigrant children were placed with human traffickers during the Obama administration. This is also rated true. So did Joe Biden forget, or is he lying to you? Because when I originally saw those pictures of the kids in cages, I thought those were from Trump's administration as well. Let's listen to Michelle Obama.
They watch in horror as children are torn from their families and thrown into cages.
Associated Press fact-checks Michelle Obama and the kids in cages. Michelle Obama assailed President Trump on Monday for ripping migrant children from their parents and throwing them into cages, picking up on a frequent and distorted point made widely by Democrats. So did Michelle Obama forget what happened under her husband's administration? Or is she trying to manipulate your perception?
What I would do as president is several more things, because things have changed. I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum.
He told us what he was going to do, and now they're pretending like it's something that happened because Trump blocked some type of border bill, when they could sign executive orders to do exactly what they needed to do the entire time. This is whitehouse.gov, June 4th, 2024. Fact sheet. President Biden announces new actions to secure the border. New actions will bar migrants who cross our southern border unlawfully from receiving asylum.
Several days later.
22 days later to be exact. Guess how much border crossing numbers plummeted after Biden put in a new policy? Look at the date. 6/26/2024. This is 22 days after the executive actions. It says the number of migrants illegally crossing the U.S.-Mexico border has plummeted 40% since President Joe Biden clamped down on asylum earlier this month. They've been blaming Trump this entire time, and it took 22 days to drop the crossings by 40%. Let that sink in.
Do you have any plans to visit the border?
At some point, we are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I mean, I don't understand the point that you're making.
If it's not becoming obvious at this point, I don't really know what else to say. All opinions are welcome in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.